What if happiness isn't the goal? Think about that for a second. What if the constant pressure to be happy is actually making us miserable? We live in a world obsessed with feeling good. Smile more. Stay positive. Manifest your dreams. Be grateful. No matter what, we've turned happiness into a product. Something to chase. Something to buy. Something to post. But here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not supposed to be happy all the time. And that's not just okay. That's human. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt sad and didn't immediately try to fix it? Not scroll it away. Not numb it with Netflix. Not drown it in noise. Just sat with it? Because we've been taught to fear discomfort, to run from pain, to avoid anything that doesn't look like joy. But by doing that, we've also been running from ourselves. Let me tell you a story. There was a girl, let's call her Elena. Elena was the strong one, always smiling, always saying she was fine, the one her friends leaned on, the one who had it together. On Instagram, she looked like the blueprint for happiness, traveling, laughing, green smoothies and sunsets. But behind closed doors, she was falling apart, anxiety, burnout, emotional exhaustion. She wasn't pretending, not really. She wanted to be happy. But the more she forced it, the more fake it felt. Until one day, she stopped pretending. She let herself cry. She canceled plans. She sat in silence. And for the first time in years, she felt real. That moment, when she stopped trying to be happy, was the beginning of her peace. Because here's the paradox no one tells you. The more you chase happiness, the more it runs from you. Happiness, the more it runs from you. But the moment you stop chasing, you start living. We've been sold a lie, that happiness is a permanent state. That if we just read the right book, follow the right guru, or fix our mindset, we'll unlock some magical life where we never feel sad again. But life isn't designed that way. Life is seasonal. You can't skip winter and expect to bloom in spring. You can't numb sadness without dulling joy. They're connected. One gives depth to the other. You want real happiness? Then stop trying to be happy all the time. Feel your anger. Feel your confusion. Feel your heartbreak. Let it crack you open. Because only then can something deeper grow. Listen, happiness isn't the point. Meaning is and meaning is forged in struggle, in heartbreak, in discomfort, in sitting with the questions that have no easy answers. This obsession with happiness has made us emotionally fragile. We see sadness as failure, anxiety as weakness, emptiness as something broken, but none of that is true. Sadness is a signal. It says, pay attention. It says, something matters. It says, you're alive. Anxiety is your nervous system trying to protect you. Fear means you're on the edge of something that matters. Even boredom, the kind we avoid at all costs, is often the doorway to creativity. But we label these feelings as bad and try to erase them. We trade depth for dopamine. And in doing that, we lose ourselves. Let me share something that hit me hard. Carl Jung once said, the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Read that again. Happiness only has value because sadness exists. You can't appreciate sunlight without having known darkness. You can't feel the beauty of peace without knowing the chaos of pain. But modern life has created an illusion that we should always feel good, or else something is wrong with us. And we keep measuring ourselves against that illusion. We think, I should be over this by now. Why can't I just be happy like everyone else? Something must be wrong with me. But nothing is wrong with you. You're just human. And being human is messy. It's painful. It's confusing. It's beautiful. Sometimes all at once. The goal isn't to eliminate pain. It's to expand your capacity to hold it. To stop running from your emotions and start listening to them. Because emotions are not problems to solve. They're messengers. And when you ignore the message, it doesn't disappear. It festers. It leaks out in your relationships, your work, your health. But when you listen, when you really sit with what's real, that's when transformation happens. You stop reacting. You start responding. You stop judging yourself. You start understanding yourself. And slowly, you become someone who doesn't need to feel good all the time to feel whole. You become emotionally resilient. Not because you avoid the hard stuff, but because you've walked through it and survived. That's real strength. Not smiling through the pain, but facing it without needing to hide. Look at anyone who inspires you, truly inspires you. They didn't get there by chasing happiness. They got there by facing reality, by getting comfortable in the uncomfortable, by choosing truth over illusion. And that's what this is really about. Truth. The truth is, you will not always be okay. Some days will suck. Some seasons will break you. But that's not a problem to fix. That's life happening. The question is, will you let it shape you? Or will you keep numbing, avoiding, pretending? Because pretending to be okay is exhausting. And the world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs more real ones. People who are honest about their mess. People who can say, I'm not okay, and still keep going. People who've been broken and rebuilt themselves without shame. So if you feel lost, if you feel heavy, if you're tired of pretending, here's your permission. You don't have to be happy right now. You just have to be honest. And maybe that honesty will open a door inside you. A door to something raw, something real, something that was waiting to be seen. And once it's seen, everything changes. So next time you feel sadness creeping in, don't run. Next time you feel overwhelmed, pause. Next time you feel empty, listen. You're not broken. You're just becoming. You're not behind. You're just growing. And you're not supposed to be happy all the time, because a life without sadness is a life without depth. And you deserve depth. You deserve a full, rich, honest life, not a fake happy one. So if this stirred something in you, if you're ready to stop pretending, you're not alone. There's so much more waiting for you beyond the need to feel good. If that sounds crazy, wait until you see what happens when you stop chasing happiness and start chasing truth. Watch the next video. It might just shift the way you see your entire life. And hey, drop a comment. Tell me what you're really feeling today. No filters, no edits, just truth. Let's talk.